I had no idea these folks were in the area producing flags, and historic flags at that. We continue our Made in Virginia series now with a look at Annin flag makers in South Boston.
Annin Flag Makers, it's a flag company that started in 1847 in New York. We've actually been in South Boston, Virginia for 18 years now. 14 years as Annin. We were formerly owned by a company called Detra, and I've been here for 9 years. So we have a long history going back Civil War. You're going through the Iwo Jima, you're going through all the world wars.
Well, what made you choose, I guess let's backtrack a little bit, because I'm curious to know, what made you choose South Boston?
Annin chose South Boston because one of their competitors was actually here, called Detra, and they purchased that company in Virginia, and it's worked out very well. We've expanded since we've been here. We have about 175 employees now, and we're always getting new machinery, new technology, so it's been a great place to work.
Okay, well, let's take a look at what's going on here, because you do make American flags, you also make other flags, but let's start with what I think is the most important one. Of course, we're in the USA. Give us a little bit on the process of the American flags.
We make U.S. flags here. We sell about 1.5 million out of this facility every year. We make all sizes from 4 by 6 inch all the way up to 30 by 60 feet. And we produce them. We go from the process we have from dyeing the blue, dyeing the red. We send the blue out to a company that we have in Cobbs Creek, Virginia as well, and they embroider those stars on there and send them back to us for sewing. And as you see now, they're folding and checking for quality, and then they're going to box it.
And the American flags are stitched, right?
Yes, ma'am. The majority of what we sell as far as American flags are stitched. There are some that are printed.
Okay, because that's the one thing I wanted to, I've been around flag companies and I've done a few flag making stories, and, they used to be stitched, but I understand you have some new technology, and let's go take a look at that.
Okay, let's do that.
And Gary, technology has really kind of changed the process of flag making, hasn't it? Now you're doing screen printing?
Oh yeah, we're doing screen printing, and beyond that, we're doing digital printing. The screen printing is the old style with the screen that you're basically pushing the die through it with a squeegee onto the fabric. The technology of that with hand tables, which have to go the length of this building, and 2 people brought screens up and down the table, one of each color, is gone. We do have one machine left. It's called a Zimmer that actually does that. Machinery does it, and it's pulling a metal bar across the belt to push the die through to the screen, and one screen for each color.
And then you also kind of do the actual printing onto the flag itself.
Correct. And
like a printer on our desktop.
Right, and that's the digital printing. That's the latest technology. We've got 3 Reggiani Dream machines, and there are the latest technology. And in fact, we just purchased a new machine called the Renoir from Reggiani that we're assembling right now, and that's going to be the best technology yet.
Okay, so we're looking at some of these ladies here. They're doing, I guess, because I know you're really big about quality control and checking and make sure, everything is just right. We have to have everything just right. How many employees do you have working here?
We have approximately 175 right now, and we're actually very busy, very busy right now. And our season usually starts maybe April and goes through July. This year, with it being warm earlier in the year, we started more in March. And we're still busy right now. So it's.
And weather plays a big role in your demand?
Weather does. When people get outside and clean their yards up and are out there relaxing, they like to have new flags. So it does play a big role.
I had no idea. That's fascinating. Well, I have to ask, what is the most historic flag you guys have ever produced?
My opinion, the most historic or most unique is in 1969, Apollo 11, the flag on the moon. And it's still there today.
A flag on the moon,
Yes,
really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that's pretty big. Any others you want to mention?
Another famous one is Iwo Jima. That was our flag as well. Okay. So, and our flags have been throughout history, president inaugurations and funerals, and over the White House, over the Capitol, you name it. So.
And here in South Boston, Virginia, of all places, made in Virginia, I had no idea.
Well, we're here. We're doing a good business, and it's we have a lot of proud, hard workers here.
And they are a very proud bunch. And just so you know, the flags that they make are sort of distributed all over the country, all over the world. So if you want more information, you can go to the website, but again, you're just going to have to, check different places and pick up your flags. They're located right there in South Boston. Go to Annin.com.